Hey everyone. So I wanted to talk to you guys about navigation and routing when it comes to Flutter apps. So whenever you have multiple screens on your app, you are going to need some way of basically switching between one screen to the other screen, right? So that falls under navigation and routing, and there are various ways of doing it. One way to do it is using named routes, and another way to do it is using just the navigator widget and calling the push method on it. And there's also some more simpler ways, like just using the tabs to create different panes. So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to use tabs for creating various sort of panels or views in your own app. And these will allow you to sort of show users different things based upon what they click on. So let's go ahead and use the documentation that's given on the Flutter website. So I'm going to go in here under navigation and routing, and I'm going to click on add tabs to your app. And I sort of want to go over this bit of text with you all. So I'm gonna basically just work through this example, and what we're gonna do is eventually we're gonna have something like this, and where you can click on different sort of these little tabs, and it shows you a different view based upon what you click on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to just organize my screen, and there we go. And so what I have here is just a basic application of Flutter app. I haven't really done anything here, except that I have changed these this analysis options, and I've added some of these linter rules to be false, which allows me to not get those squiggly lines all over the place as warnings. So apart from that, it is just the basic boilerplate code that you get. And all right, so and this analysis option is really not that important. It's just linter rules, so it makes the code less dirty, sort of. So let's go ahead and go through this example and see how tab controllers work. Okay. So in this, you can see that we have a material app, and inside this we have a scaffold and we have hello world. What I want to do is first I want to create this default tab controller as my home attribute for the material app. So instead of scaffold, what I'm looking for is I want this default tab controller. Okay, and here we have to provide how many tabs we want. So let's say we want 3 tabs, and what is the child for widget. So in this, now the child is going to be the scaffold. So we're going to have a child as a scaffold, and there's going to be 3 tabs. Okay, now we have already used scaffold in our class, so we know how scaffold works. And so inside the scaffold, we are going to have usually an app bar, and the app bar here is going to look a little different. So what we're going to do is inside the app bar, we're going to have what is called a tab bar. Okay, now this tab bar allows you to actually specify the tabs. Okay, so here we are going to say we are going to have, let's say 3, since we said already 3 tabs, so it's going to be provided as a list. And let me just see if I can, yeah. So so the tab bars, first tab, let's say we're gonna say tab, and then we're gonna provide an icon as the and let's just make the icon, let's say icons dot ice, let's say ice skating or something. So now we, oops, okay. So we have that icon. Actually, it's not showing up yet, but it will show up in a second. I might be missing something. Well, let's see. So let's say tab, and then we are going to create a second icon. Actually, I could have just copied this to make it quicker. And now we have these 3 icons, but they're actually sort of flowing outside this. So one way to solve this problem is to use the safe area, but I don't think I need to do that. Let me just check what's. So the home is default tab controller, the length, this child is scaffold, uh, the and then we have the app bar. Oh, so I have not provided the app. This here, the bottom is what I need to say here. So the app bar is not the tab bar, but rather the app bar is an app bar. And here inside this, there is a bottom attribute, and that's the bottom. So let's close the app bar here, and now this is const. So okay, finally. All right, so what I made, I just made a mistake there. Within the app bar, you want to have a parameter called bottom, which puts the this tab bar view at the bottom of the app bar. So that's your just the tabs, and I should probably change these to, let's say, home or something, and then this one can be, you know, an auto. Let's see, cake. It's a cake. Everyone likes cake. So we have 3 of these tabs. You can also, you know, instead of icons, you can do text as well. For example, actually, I won't bother with the text right now, but that's an option too. All right. So, anyways, I actually added some code there to do the sort of, here you can see it says cake now. If you wanted to have label as well, you kind of have to create a row, and then sort of have the icon, and if you want some width and you want text, you can add that stuff. So it is possible to have names, text as well as icon like that. Just wanted to show you guys. All right, moving on to the next thing. Once you have your tab bar set up like that, you can start creating content for each tab. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to just fold this app bar down, and here I'm going to come and do the body. So the body is going to be, so tab bar view, and here what I'm going to do is tab bar view, and the children, there's going to be, since there are 3 tabs, there are going to be 3 children, and icon and icons direction, icons dot, this was ice skating, and icons dot, let's say the next one was home, and the last one was icon, and here icons dot cake, right? So we have these 3 icons. Now if you click on these different tabs, it shows a different view, right? But I want to show you that this example ends here, but I wanted to show you what if you wanted to do more than just having an icon there. Let's say you wanted to have a separate screen, right, altogether. So let's go ahead and create a separate screen, and then we'll bring that in here when you click one of these things, okay? So let's go ahead and go to our project folder, and inside the lib folder, I'm going to go and create a new file, Dart file, and let's call it, let's say cake.dart. And here I'm going to first import material with .dart, and then I'm going to create a stateless widget and call it cake, okay? And this placeholder, I'm going to remove that, and let's just do a simple column. Inside column, we'll do maybe, main axis alignment, center, and then here we'll have some children, and the children are going to be, let's say the first one is going to be text, and the text is going to be cake, or let them eat cake. Okay, and let's make it a bit style bigger, style, font weight, or font size, let's say 32 sakes, we're screaming. And next, we can also still have that the icon. So, but before that icon, maybe I'll just put a size box here. Size box height, let's say 40. I'm just trying to show you that you can do any of these, anything you want basically. So and then we are going to put an icon, and let's just make the icon as icons dot what was it, cake. So let's go, and I believe that the size, yeah, let me see, 42, something bigger. All right, so we have this cake.dart file. I'm going to put that on the side, and I'm going to hide this so you can see on the left side we have this the tab bar view, and instead of icons here for cake, I'm going to replace that with this cake widget. Okay, so for this I do need to import cake.dart, and here I need to actually use cake as the argument. Okay, so oops, let me just put a comma here and hit save. So you can see that the first two are icons and the last one is cake. So you can see it comes as something like this, and you can change that to 20, makes it even bigger. And I think you can do color too, right? Colors dot something deep orange, so an orange cake. Cool. So I hope that helps you understand how you can use tab controllers to create multiple things, multiple views in your app. And just as a quick here inside app bar, if I wanted to have a title, I could still do that, I believe. Text, and we can just say tab bar demo. Okay, so now you can format it further too, but this tab bar demo shows up at the top. Okay, cool. So that's it for me for this particular video, and I will continue on making more videos about navigation. Thank you, everyone.